You know, I'm sure there are philosophical words of wisdom for times like these, quite apart from pandemics and everything else around the world. In our little world, it's been pretty much a complete standstill. The cabin we've moved is up on the hill now. We got scaffolding up to work on the roof, but so wet. We've had another 2 inches of rain in the last 48 hours. We're trying to pump water. Water can't get away fast enough. So very difficult times. Hopefully we're going to get a break for a few days here and maybe get back to normal again. So this is a kind of a catch-up video today. It's some footage we've shot since spring breakup. So take a look, maybe get you back up to speed again. The plan is to post a lot more regularly, particularly with the cabin. Here on YouTube, we've been going pretty steady on Instagram. So you can shoot over there if you feel so inclined. In the meantime, enjoy the video, and we'll look forward to seeing you soon. Bye for now. Well, it's definitely mud season. The snow is starting to melt. There's mud and water everywhere. So let's go take a look at what we're going to get into today. The ice in the pond here has sunk. It's right down in the bottom of the water at the moment, and it will come up again in about a week or so when things warm up. At the minute it looks really summerish. And on the other side here, well, the ice is still floating. Give it another day or two, it'll sink. That water is quite deep there actually. If you saw the video on the hay haul, you'll remember this truck, the International Tilt Slide. So we've got the deck slid right back and we have some wiring to do. Now this truck has to go to Calgary to pick up 2 vehicles down there, and of course we can only get one on at a time. So we're going to take the car trailer with us, which means we have to wire in this brake controller assembly, which I've robbed out of the half-ton here. So that's today's project, is to get this thing wired in. We've got the hitch already put on the back of the truck, so just another little project to get finished. So while I'm out here puttering around at this, sitting on the ice there was old Ratty. And you see he's got the bulrushes. He's cutting bulrushes to make a nest for himself in under the bank. Now I've seen 2 of them out already on this side of the road, and there's another one on the other side of the road. But my goodness, that water must be cold. Ice floating. In fact, out there it's still frozen. But Ratty is back, and he's busy too. Now old Ratty, as we mentioned last year, likes to tunnel. And he's always looking for higher, drier ground, and that's where they make their nests, so that they're above the water line. So Syl's been sticking these electric fencer stakes and sticks in the ground where she finds a hole. Here's another one. So this is the line of where Ratty's been tunneling, and then it subsides into the hole. So obviously he didn't have much luck here, so Syl's just marked these holes so that the horses know there's a hole there. So what Ratty has done, he has tunneled into the road, into the embankment that makes our driveway. So that's where his nest is right in there somewhere. Now of course I want to fill this in because this is our dock in here, and that's actually underneath the water is crash barrier off the highway that we've put in there to build a nice dock where we can bring the boat in. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to deal with Ratty. I got to get him out of his nest. So I think we're going to have to pump this pond down like we've done in years past until the water runs away from here completely, and then we're going to have to go in and try and dig them out. I don't want to do it before they start having babies in there. My goodness, there's always something going on. Redwings are out this morning. The rains have stopped long enough for us to get back into our stonework here. This is a dry stone wall I've been building, started last fall. And now we've got the cabin up here by the old house. We thought we'd better try and get this finished. So we're back out here this morning working on the wall, ably assisted by my technical advisor, the young Dibbers. Ooh, that's me, Dad, yes. Job isn't done right if you don't have a putty cat. It's strange, you know, doing these wall jobs, that sometimes you just can't get into the groove of finding the right rock to fit in the right place. So I've started smashing some rocks with a sledgehammer, and look at the beautiful colors. Just gorgeous. So amazing what is inside the humble rock. So we're using these for what I call chink, to fit in between, to help bridge gaps and things like that, fill things up. Some days you just get into the groove and rocks fit together just like Lego blocks, and other days you just gotta walk away. And back in England, when we used to do this, we would fill the cavities between the stones with dirt, which would then permit grass to grow in through the wall, and the roots would support the stones. Now in Canada we can't do that, because if you have dirt in between these stones, it will freeze in the winter and expand and push the wall out. So it has to be completely dry. Our stone walling project has gone pretty good. We're just about at the end now. Just a small pile of rocks left. Impossible to do it without my right arm. This little bobcat dates from the mid 1960s. We've had it for over 30 years. Just amazing what you can do with the smallest of machines. We brought some dirt in last night with the bobcat because we're supposed to get more rain here coming up, starting this afternoon for the next 4 or 5 days.